Hello everyone. 2 weeks ago, I entered a $10,000 game making competition. It was hosted by some community members of the game engine I use, and I had a lot of fun participating. The theme was Replicate, and I had 2 weeks to make a game based on that theme good enough to get in the top 5 and get a cash prize. I had a lot of ideas, honestly, on what to do. I flip-flopped back and forth, but I finally landed on a concept called Do Not Duplicate Yourself. So let's get into the process of making that game. Okay, here's our starting point for the game. I know this looks completely deranged right now, and honestly, it might be. I haven't slept in a very long time. I'm having an insomnia flare-up right now, but I'm pretty sure this is all gonna make sense eventually. Just let me cook. It'll all fall into place, folks. Don't worry. All right, we're working on the initial physics setup here. There's a little instability going on, but overall, I'm pretty happy with. Why did I do this to myself? Okay, I think he can walk. Kinda. The controls don't exactly work, but oh, they're kind of close. Like this, and then like this. Yep. Oh, why? Oh. No. Nope. He's so close to being able to walk. He's like a little baby. He's learning. Is this what I want? Is this what I want to happen? I don't even know anymore. Whoa. Woo. Oh my god, he's like a wacky inflatable swinging arm man. Oh, I love those things. Okay. I mean, yeah. That's it. Okay, we can yeah, we'll ignore that. We can walk. I think we can probably fly as well if we just hit every single button. But, oh, yeah, okay. We can do a little hovering. Oh, he's escaping. No, go back to your twin. Oh god. Oh yeah, we're cooking here. I shortened up the Abomination's body a lot here, and I think it was the right move. I feel way more like a nasty little spider now. Oh god, they're looking at me. Ah. Okay, I put another solid day of work into the movement system, and it's getting a lot smoother. There's still problems. It's still kind of glitchy, but I'm pretty happy with it. Everyone else on the planet will still hate it except me, but that is not my problem, honestly. So let's see if we can walk across this little beam here. Hold up. I think next we're gonna work on the intro because I really want to get the vibes down in this game. The intro is going to be very important for setting up those vibes. So we're going to make that and then start off on our little first... Ooh, that's a glitch. Our first levels. Well, that took too long. I am really bad at making maps, but we got somewhere that I am sort of happy with, okay? It has some world building, some story, some voice acting, some cool visuals. I think this is gonna set us apart from the other contestants and hopefully get us into that top 5. But without further ado, let's check out the duplicator. Turn the corner, see a mysterious portal in the distance, walk through the doorway, and there it is. The duplicator. The thing we will walk through and turn into an abomination because of. There's a bunch of cool stuff in here, like the speaker blaring a message.
Do not approach the duplicator. Only the duplication of pre-approved inanimate objects is allowed.
Making this portal took way too long. It doesn't exactly look how it did in my head, but when you don't have talent, folks, you just gotta mess around until it looks kind of cool. All right, that's a little lesson. Overall, I'm mostly happy with how this turned out, like aesthetics-wise. It's kind of like SCP Backroom, sort of a little bit, kind of creepy. I think it's good enough. And I'm telling you folks, attention to detail is what's going to get us into that top 5. So I've gone ahead and wired every single electronic device in this room up to a battery array with a generator. I've also done some environmental storytelling. Check out this stop sign, okay? It's leaning against the wall instead of hung up. You want to know why? Because they ran out of double-sided tape hanging up this big piece of shit. All right, this stuff is what's going to get us up into the top. Okay, I've made a little portal entry animation that'll take us to the first level. Let's hop in.
Only the duplication of pre-approved inanimate
Boom! And now it's time to do some actual level design in my video game. Woo! When I was making the portal animation, I needed to make the sound from this megaphone. It's got the lady giving the warning on it, get quieter and quieter and like fade into the background. But the code wasn't working. So instead, when you enter the portal,
warning.
this
Do not
happens.
approach the duplicate.
the megaphone just flies into the sky, and that's how we make it get quieter. It just floats away. Next to me is 1,244 cans of beans, one for every subscriber I have on YouTube. We're trying to see how many cans of beans it takes to crash my computer. So hit that subscribe button, folks, and become a can of beans. Oh, we haven't crashed yet. All right. Back to the show. Subscribe. Whoops, I actually spent an entire day remaking the player controller, and it's only like 7% better. I definitely shouldn't have done that. Time's getting a little constrained here. Okay, we have a kind of interesting game design problem here. It's that jumping is way better than walking, and there's actually no reason to use the walking controls because you can just jump everywhere and it's way better. So we need to do something about that because the game is definitely supposed to be mostly walking around on your little freaky hands. So I'm gonna think up some solutions here. The default solution to this problem is just to make jumps have a recovery time. So if we jump and then land over here, we won't be able to move or jump again for like another second and a half maybe as we like recover from the landing. And that just makes it take longer to jump and just discourages people from doing it as the only source of movement. But I'm not going to do that, mostly for experimentation's sake. I want to try something else. What we're going to do is make it... Oh God, sorry. is make it dark. Because if we make it dark and you can't see ahead of you, you're less likely to just jump into the darkness because there could be a pit there, you know, that's something you can't see. I also made it so you can't do like a tiny little hop. If you jump, you are going to go pretty far. I think that uncertainty, at least for first-time players who've only played the game once, it's going to make them a lot less likely to jump everywhere. They're going to be using those hands a lot more just to make sure they stay safe. So hopefully that'll actually pan out with our players. I think it will. And the darkness kind of works with our horror theme anyways. It does make it a lot scarier. So I think this is a win-win. Okay, we've got a little checkpoint / respawn system implemented. Let's hop off the ledge here. Okay, I guess we don't have it implemented quite yet. What? How about now? Let's see. Come on now, but nope. Okay. Okay. This may be the first piece of true art I've ever made. I'm having some sort of emotion right now. I'm not sure which one, but I'm feeling it. Ah, come on. Oh my God. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on. Oh. Finally, Jesus Christ. I'm not going to explain what the problem was there because it makes me look stupid. Okay, final respawn test. Maybe. Fade out. Nice. Fade in. Ah, that's nice. Okay, I have added a ton of stuff to the game, but I am not going to show it to you. We're going to get a playtester to play through the game. That is how much I want this game to be good. We're actually going to play test it. Wrong Way Wonders, who is a fantastic creator on here, is going to play through this little demo we've made and show us what the experience of a new player is going to be so we can make sure it's actually fun. Maybe they'll reveal some glitches as well, give us their thoughts. This is going to be very beneficial. So let's cut over to them.
Okay. Okay, this is pretty creepy.
Only the
Okay.
duplication of pre-approved inanimate objects is allowed. Entering the duplicator may result in severe bodily harm and potential litigation.
Okay, so
Warning.
only
Do not approach the duplicator.
non-living things should approach a duplicator, and I am a living thing, so
Inanimate objects is allowed.
yeah, the sound is pretty cool.
Entering the
Like
duplicator
this,
may result in severe
these sounds that you hear on the
bodily
back,
harm
they're
and
pretty cool.
potential litigation.
Adds to a lot of tension in the game. Yeah, I guess.
Warning. Do not
I know what to do.
approach the duplicator. Only the duplication of pre-approved inanimate objects is allowed.
Okay.
Hello, this is security. I'm responding to an unauthorized use of the duplicator. I just wanted to... Oh my god! Oh, you went through it? It's 4:52 on a Friday. God, why would you do this to me? Okay, well, just press and hold the tab button to show your controls, and just start moving forward. We'll
Press
figure
and
something
hold.
out here.
D left mouse, right mouse. Wait. Press and hold the A, D left mouse, right mouse. Move your lane. Okay, I can jump here. Okay, I can move the limbs. But how do I actually move? Ah, okay, to jump, press and hold the space while moving the mouse. Okay, got it. I think I got it now. If you just hold the space and then just use the mouse to control the direction, I think you can go forward. Oh, oh no, oh no, okay. Okay, okay. Damn, this is hard. I'm not really getting the... Like, do I even need to press something other than the spacebar and moving the mouse? Okay. 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 No, why? Okay. Okay.
Seems like you're in an old, disused part of the building used
Okay,
for
I really hope
testing,
there are
I think,
checkpoints
back in the
here.
day. And some of it may be tricky to get across with your new condition.
No, no. Ugh. Ah, please. There must be a checkpoint. Oh, okay, there are checkpoints. Thank God. I think it's maybe my fault. I'm not really getting the moving part. I guess that now there's a mechanic where I need to move sideways. Maybe I can rotate. For example, okay. It's very hard to jump. This is really tough. Damn. Probably one of the hardest games I've ever played. Either that or I'm really not understanding the mechanics. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a sec. Maybe. Okay. I am stupid. Okay. I'm just so stupid. You can really move if you correctly adjust the limbs. No, I'm gonna jump. Okay. I think I got it. It's hard for sure. Ugh. No! No! I'm really stretching over here. No. I forgot, okay. Oh! Damn, okay. This felt wonderful. Let's move on.
Okay, I see you made it to a ledge here. Good job or whatever. If you want to get across that, go ahead and press and hold your space bar while you're moving your mouse in the direction you want to go. And that should just get you across there. And you know what? If you don't make it, that's actually also kind of good for me. So go for it, man.
I just love the voice. I love his voice, and even the intercommunicator sound. And this is really cool. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Let's continue moving. What the fuck? No way. No way. Just fall, man. Okay. Which limbs are? It's the... What the hell? Oh. Yeah, I think it's impossible to... Since I can't get all the limbs there. This truly feels like pleasant. At the first I wasn't really getting how you move, but now that I kinda get it, it does feel satisfying to just be able to do this. One here, one there, one here, one there. Does this have a hand? No way. No way. Ah! I'm just so good now.
You want to know what I was going to do when I got home from work today? I was going to play Fortnite with my ex-wife. We haven't talked in 3 years, but she needs help with a new event. This could have been it. This could have been what gets us back together. But instead, I'm watching some abomination platform across an abandoned part of the building.
Man, I just love this. Ah, almost did it. Why? Why did it jump sideways? No, no. No. Okay. Okay, I made it. Hopefully there's a checkpoint. Oh, thank you for playtesting. We did reach the end of the demo. Hooray! We've made it. There was a time that I wasn't really sure if I was able to finish this. Yeah, but I really enjoyed it. Like, once you get it, how you move the limbs and how you use the jump. Yeah, it's really satisfying to play. The concept is also really cool. It really reminds me of those games like even Chained Together. For example, this could be a game where you have 2 players and you have to... Each player has a side of the body, like 2 of the limbs, and the other has the other 2 limbs. So yeah, it's really cool.
All right, I am very glad we did that playtest because we have some small but very important changes to make here. The first one is obviously the instructions and the learning experience. It took our playtester about 15 minutes to figure out how to walk with their limbs, which is way too long. There is going to be some confusion. That's kind of the point of the game, but I want people to figure it out in like a couple of minutes, like, you know, like 2 or 3, not 15. So we have to do some things about that. The first change we're going to do is we are going to remove this instruction at the bottom that explains how to jump until you actually need to make your first jump. A big problem our playtester had was he couldn't figure out how to walk, but he could figure out how to jump. So he just started doing that, even though he had no idea how to adjust himself. So we're going to just show people the controls they need to learn when they need them. Okay, that's done. Next, we need to explain how to move the limbs way better, because this press and hold AD, right, left mouse keys to move your limbs, not even close to good enough. I don't want this to be too long. I'm not trying to show them a whole paragraph because players aren't going to read that, but we need to explain this in like 2 sentences. I think 2 sentences. Let's see if I can do it. Okay, this should explain things way better because I actually tried to explain it this time and just didn't write a sloppy sentence. So problem solved, hopefully. I've also added a highlight to the hands we are currently moving so people can better tell what's happening. It also helps us tell where our hand is if it's under something. This is a feature I should have already added, but you know what? That's what playtesting's for. Next, we gotta fix this. This is one of those things I was just not doing because I made the game and I knew it was a glitch and I didn't want to deal with it. But when you walk, if you press the other hands too fast, you kind of just drop. Okay, that is much, 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 much better. We've obviously moved past the most exciting part of game development, which is adding new features, but I gotta say, I'm enjoying the polish stage here. It is still satisfying to, get things really running smooth. We still have one issue that's gonna remain sort of unsolved here, and that is that jumping is still just a lot easier than walking. Like, we can almost jump up this entire thing, and well, almost. And it's it's a little too deep in the game here to be completely reworking that. So we're just gonna have to keep that in mind when we design the rest of this level here. I think this obstacle right here is a great example of a jump-proof design. Like, you could jump through the entire thing technically if you jump from here straight onto these bars and then onto the ledge over here, but it's almost impossible. Most players are gonna have to walk across these bars very carefully and then get here and then do a jump onto the ledge. So I think we're just gonna do things kind of like this as we go through the rest of our level design, and just, keep in mind that jumping is sick. I should add an Easter egg that lets you just take off like a helicopter if you do this fast enough. I think it's also about time we get these heads on here looking around. It's so creepy though. I don't want them looking at the camera. The shadow just makes it so freaky. Oh god, should I just move their heads up like this? I don't like that either. I've added lights that just shine on their faces no matter where you are. I should definitely tone it down, but it's really creepy. It's really, really creepy. I think that's it. Okay, I had an epiphany at the very last moment and changed my plan for the ending of the game. Let's slide down here. Jump down. Okay, we see a path leading to some mysterious, slightly glitchy light in the distance. Oh! Yeah, we're jumping towards it. What is that, a door? What's that? Come in here. Turn around slowly. The duplicator. Wait just a second. This is the start of the game. What if we end the game by double duplicating ourselves? So there it is. The duplicator. We come right back into the room where it all started. And we'll have a little voice line here telling us to go for it. But let's jump in and see the ending.
Oh God! Oh, ew! Oh, it's so gross! Ew! 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 Nasty! Ew! Oh! Oh my God!
Alright guys, if you want to play my game, it's hosted on the s&box platform. If you're not familiar with it, it's still in early beta. It was made by the creator of Gary's Mod. It's really awesome. You can get it at s&box.game for free, added to your Steam account, and then just search up "do not duplicate yourself" on the actual s&box game, and you will find it. Thank you guys for being here. Leave a comment, it helps me out in the algorithm, and I will see you next time. Bye!